Guess what I'm getting?
Oh, that's a hell of a basket. This is up for grabs?
Yes.
Bottling year 2016. Looks like someone peed in the bottle. What is James Oliver? Well, we're back on the road again to do a little bit of bourbon hunting. On the road again in Indiana. Today we're going to be in northern Indianapolis, driving from Cincinnati to Chicago for the Labor Day holiday weekend. And we're going to make a couple more pit stops along I-65 between Indianapolis and Chicago as well. Now, Labor Day weekend, kind of the start to when a lot of these stores start to put out some of their allocated products. So let's see if we can find any of those little hidden gems or some of those nice local single barrels or local distilleries, but also some allocated bourbons. So buckle up, we're in for another bourbon hunt. Going to try to stop for about 4 or 5 different stores. Haven't thought of a budget yet, but I'm hoping to probably keep it under $500 today. So buckle up, we're on for this ride. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, as we're going to be doing more bourbon hunts here in the future, a couple of months and weeks as well. Let's get to that first store. Stop number 1 of the trip. We are in northern side of Indy. This is Carmel, Indiana, and this is WestClay Fine Wine and Spirits. I've got a Patreon member with me today, Michael. Welcome back, Michael. You can follow him. He's also got a YouTube channel, Tired Potato Gaming. But we're gonna pop in. It is Labor Day weekend, so let's see if they've got anything special dropping this weekend. I've heard they're a pretty good single barrel spot as well. So let's go inside and see what they've got. Thank you, sir. Oh, hell yeah, right up front. So a bunch over here. Senator, Old Soul, Stranahan's, looks like some single barrels. Barrel. What is this? The Real McCoy, single blended rum. Interesting, 12 years old. Big store, a lot of wine, as is in the name. High West Rendezvous Rye, $59.99. Makers, it's ironic, Cincinnati Reds here in Indy. That is $19.99. Okay, this looks like their single barrel end cap. You got Keeper's Heart, Stranahan's. I love me some Stranahan's single malt, $64.99. Alambique Serrano rum. Looks like they've got a couple different rums here, even up there on the top right. Stellum Rye, Rossville Union, Wild Turkey single barrel, $89.99 for the rye. Fort Hamilton, Castle and Key, Koval, Chicago-based. Elijah Craig single barrel, Old Soul. Haven't had a whole lot from Old Soul. Got 2 different Elijah Craig single barrels, both at $99.99. Cold-blooded Cinna store pick and Give Me a Minute store pick. Go Harder, $64.99 Knob Creek. That doesn't look like it was picked this year. No, last year, June 2024. That's why it's at that 120 proof. Backbone, that is an Indy, or at least started in Indy. I do know some of that whiskey's coming from Kentucky. And then you've got Spirits of French Lick, Wyoming Whiskey, and Clyde Mays. Here we go, whiskey aisle. Man, that is a huge whiskey
Massive.
aisle. What's behind us? Oh, more of the single barrels, just here on the barrel in the middle. Well, can you tell that supply's catching up? Buffalo Trace, 5 cases just stacked up in the corner.
Yeah.
Let's check out the aisle. Here, there you go. Jack Daniel's Blackberry. You into that stuff?
I just bought one.
You just did?
Yeah.
I did too. The Blazing Apple Fireball. I know that's a new release. Old St. Nick up there on the top shelf, along with the Whistle Pig 15-year rye, $329.99. Is Indy a big Whistle Pig area? No?
No, I've not met a single person here that just loves it. I met one guy who loves one that was mixed with tea. I think it's Alfa Romeo or something like that, but I've never met anyone who just loves it.
I've just noticed the 2 times that I've been here that there's a crap ton of Whistle Pig.
Yeah.
Hard Truth, just on the street, very good. If you're trying to get into rye, it's one of my favorite. The notes I get off of that rye at $79.99. It's usually about a 10 to 15 barrel blend. This one's 30 barrels. I get that caramel apple sucker, like the candy sucker.
Perfect for the fall.
Yeah. Buzzard's Roost, Old Maysville Club. So that's from Old Pogue, out by me. Hemingway. Okay, Jay Riegers, Kansas City. I've not had much from them. I've heard a decent bit about them. So you get the straight bourbon, bottle and bond, $68.99, $79.99 for a limited edition national. That's kind of odd to have that here in Indy.
This store has a lot of stuff that a lot of other stores doesn't have. Yeah.
So you got Calumet, 8, 10, 15, and 16. Kentucky Owl, Joseph Magnet Cigar Blend, $250. The old Lawrenceburg Bourbon Company up there on the top, which is now Larrikin. All the barrels. Oh, Sweetens Cove 22, $199.99. The old Elk Infinity Blend, $189.99. And that's so high up there, I can barely even see the price tags. The Balmora, which is that one next to Guadalupe? Is that what that says? $169.99. And then all the Bardstown collaborations up there. All right, let's get down to a little bit lower of a shelf. Whiskey Acres. This is a craft distillery out of the DeKalb area, just west of Chicago. Good stuff there. Bardstown Disco 10, 9, and 7, $139 each. They're just about to release today. Actually, they released the 13 Honeydew from Harrison Brothers, the Jefferson Cask Strength, Penelope. Anything jumping out to you, dude?
What was that again?
Anything jumping out to you?
I like these, but I'm a little biased. Old Circle City Finishing Series.
Oh yeah, with the bulldog.
With the dogs,
yeah.
and then these are new to Indiana. Obviously, you guys have them everywhere.
The decanter, yeah.
But these are also new product.
Oh, true story.
He's got the Ryder Cup right here.
There's the Ryder Cup one.
$79.99. He also has the B525 Larceny. It's in a box over there. If you want one.
Over there?
Yeah.
I might pass on the B525.
Yeah.
What is it? I didn't see this earlier. This is Cornerstone Selections. It's a new one, $59.99. Heber. Oh, so this is from Starlight.
Oh, really?
It says produced and bottled by Starlight Distillery. The Alpha is the culmination of over 50 years of interesting. Grown, mashed, distilled, and aged. I've never seen that before.
I've never either.
It's kind of an odd spot to put it, too.
Well, I mean, look, odd spots right here. There's a 16-year-old granddad.
16-year, 224. Buffalo Trace for $34.99. Early times. Old Overholt Bottle and Bond, the regular. Old Medley 12 years. I don't know if I've ever seen this one either.
It's in an Elmer bottle.
Yeah. Bottled by Charles Medley Distillery. I mean, Medley's got some good stuff out there, but 86.8 proof for 12 years old? I don't know about that. For $80. We just did that live the other day. This one out of the 7-year blind. So go check that out. Top right of your screen. Which barrel proof? A125. Still on the hunt for the elusive C923 for a backup of that. Green River, 250, and then the 12-year and the 18-year from Knob Creek. Really hard to pass up on some Chattanooga Bottle and Bond if you've never had it. Very good stuff. Which one is this? This is spring of 2019, so that means that this is from 2023, I believe. Really good stuff. Yeah, batch number 23E30R. Isla finish. Uncle Miras.
I know you like baseball, but
oh yeah. So this is one of the more disappointing bottles for me last year. Mizunara, that's a little high. Yeah. See, why are the Starlights over here and that one's made by Starlight over there? That's why I was saying it's kind of a weird spot.
This store is very oddly set up.
But that's sometimes on purpose because it makes you look for those
around.
gems.
8-year, 2 months, Baker 7. I like me some Bakers. This is Indiana too, Divine Right. It's Three Floyds.
Right? Oh, Three Floyds Blue, the same as the
beer.
Yeah, Gumball Head, right?
Yep.
Not a huge beer fan in that sense. They got the whole benchmark lineup, or almost all of it. Bonded, top floor, small batch, single barrel, full proof, and the 8. What is Cyrus Noble? $49.99 out of San Francisco, bottled by. So that means it wasn't distilled by them. It was produced and bottled. I don't think so. Beams 8-star, Fishful Bourbon. Interesting. Okay.
He's got another little shelf over here.
He's got a shelf over here.
Yeah, that's all the way around the corner. He's got some boxes to tease you with too sometimes.
Oh, Green River Weeded, full proof, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, just the regular weed.
Yep. And then he's got this to trick people too.
Yeah.
But it's got little tiny
10.
amount of stuff.
Early times, we just saw that on the shelf. Pretty good selection here. I don't know if we covered the full shelf. I got to go down to the left. RD1 over here. Frey Ranch, looks like they've got their Rise kind of all situated over here. This is a really good one. Pinhook, Michter's. Pipe Dream 101. I haven't seen that out too much. Pretty good selection.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, it's tall too.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm about 6 foot and I can barely even touch the top shelf. So Proof and Wood, never heard of that one either. Missed this one earlier, but Moondrops Distillery Double Oak Bourbon, $72.99. I had never heard of Moondrops until today. Looks like it is Indiana distilled, 60-36-4 MGP.
Yep.
Yeah.
For now, I think they've started to distill their own stuff. But
Where's Fortville, Indiana?
that's east of Indianapolis. I couldn't tell you how far it is, but it's not too far out east.
You said the Double Oak is the one that everybody goes after?
Yep.
Any good?
I like it. I mean,
Worth picking up?
I think so. But the bottle next to it, I think the best NFL team is on there, so I think
Well,
that
I'm
might be
going
a
to
little
just
bit
cut
better.
that one out of the
No.
video there, Michael.
Damn it.
Augusta Old Route 8, this is a 119.4 proof, barrel number 110. Cardinal, I've heard good things about Cardinal Spirits as well.
Ugh.
No? Not a
No,
fan?
I'm not. It's very
another
interesting.
one.
It's a big blend of stuff, too.
Yeah. And then Nulu, we've got Toasted Barrel Amburana, just a regular, and then the French Oak staves. Pretty good selection here. I think, and they've even got signature on the RD1s.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to go home with the Moondrops Double Oak on the recommendation of Mr. Tired Potato Gaming.
Yeah.
Whittle Jane, the Vault 15-year, Bardstown Silver. Oh, so here we go. Old Fitz 11. Oh, that's a hell of a basket. Weller 12, Old Fitz 11, the Remus, $2,500. Then you got the Wild Turkey 7 with some Blantons, Heaven Hill Grain of Glass, Eagle Rare, looks like a Twin Oak, Jefferson and Taylor, Calumet 18-year, $549.99, and then you got the Old Fitz 7, Rossville Union, Ezra Brooks, Fort Hamilton, and Eagle Rare.
MGP.
Ooh.
Right? 60-36-4. 8-year, 8 month.
8-year, 8 month? Ooh, a lot of butterscotch. You mentioned that. Penelope pack. So you got, looks like all the Penelope bottles with a mini Eagle Rare. Nice little bundle.
Are these the whiskey cups?
I think so, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
So this is dropping tomorrow. Single barrel dropping tomorrow, which would be August 30th as we record this. And that's definitely a butterscotch bomb.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Family Estate, Elijah Craig Toasted Rye, Heaven Hill Grain Grill asks. Just did a review on that. Don't get it.
It's Tootsie Rolls in a bottle.
Tootsie Rolls in a bottle, yeah. If the Tootsie Rolls have been sitting outside for like a year and a half. So single barrels on the barrels. So walking away with this Moondrops Double Oak. If I don't like it, it's Michael's fault, but $78.10 after tax out the door. One bottle, one stop. We're going to try to keep it to under $5 again today and maybe under $500. Yeah, we're upping the budget today, Michael.
Dang.
One of my higher budgets. We'll see.
You got some Christmas money?
I know. But make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so far. We've got a lot more bourbon hunts on the way between now and the end of the year. And we're now into allocation season. So hopefully we can find some cool allocated bourbons. My goal today, the Jack Daniel's Heritage, but you haven't had that drop yet.
No.
Okay. Well,
You find it, you're buying me one too.
okay.
Or you're telling me and I'll Venmo you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's head on over to that next store. On to the next stop. This is Classic Spirit Liquors, still in Carmel, just on the east side of Carmel. And now I know why this city is called the Circle City. What the hell's with all the damn roundabouts, brother?
Man. We got to put them in. It's the roundabout capital of the world.
There was like 15 roundabouts in the 15-minute drive to make it here. As I mentioned, we are here for Labor Day weekend. Let's pop in. I've heard that this is a good spot to stop at if you're in the northern side of Indianapolis. Let's see what kind of single barrels they've got and if they've got any of those cool new bottles on the shelf. All right, here we go. Classic Spirit Liquors. At least they've got High Noon Sips, business hours. There you go. How's it going? Bourbon, that corner? We're over here? Awesome, thank you. Oh.
Ooh.
Got Booker's, the Angel Envy. Bottling year 2016. $299.99. This is the new Booker's, $129.99. PGA, $34.99.
What?
That might be.
Is that just a small batch? That's not the Ryder Cup, right?
This is a small batch, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Teeling, another PGA, different Angel's Envy. This is the Cellar Collection, Volume 5, straight rye, finished in the Añejo tequila barrels. Heaven's Door, Willet Pot Still. That's your favorite, isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
Here you go, Moon Drops, $49.99. I'd never heard of it. Now that's back-to-back stores.
Yeah. And it actually has a good team on it. The Pacers.
They actually did make it somewhere this
year.
Yeah. Hemingway. I'm a big fan of Hemingway. $79.99 from the Call family. Great rye whiskey. This is 4-year-old Kentucky rye, 95%, and then 6-year-old Indiana 95 rye. So it's a blend. I'm assuming some of that rye is coming from Green River because Jacob Call distilled there for a bit. New Riff, great prices on that. Talked about Uncle Nearest, and then Wood Creek Distillery. Down here, Kings County. This is a blended bourbon whiskey, 86 proof, $44.99. Sweetens Cove. Is this Sweeten Cove because of the Peyton Manning?
Yeah,
thing?
that's a golf course.
Yeah, well, I know it's a golf course, Michael.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Hey.
Don't beat me.
That's a good price on the cigar sessions at $79.99.
Damn, that is a good price.
Toasted. Magnolia over here, more of the Field of Dreams. Town Branch Rye. Town Branch, did they steal the Michter's bottle? It's the same bottle as the Michter's 10-year. Circle City Bottle and Bond. If you haven't checked out Circle City, really good whiskey. J. Riddle Peated Bourbon, $44.99. Toasted Circle City. What do we have back here? 1816 Indiana Rye. I saw Fenwick's at the last place. Where's Fenwick's from?
I have no idea. I've never heard of it.
Neither have I. It says, oh, Rensselaer. Is that where Ball State's at? Or
No, that's in Muncie.
Muncie.
Is there anything special I got to do for the case? Something in the case?
It's open.
Oh, shit.
We'll open it for them. Yeah, but then like
It's got the Jack Daniels Maplewood finish, American Highway.
have to pay for everything in there. What would you like to get?
Middle West down here, you got
That
the
one.
straight rye whiskey. Very underrated rye, $49.99. If you're trying to get into rye whiskey, that's a good one to start out with.
Guess what I'm getting?
What'd you get? How much is it?
$2.50.
$2.50?
Yeah.
Russell's 15? Nice grab.
Holy shit.
My guy. Have you had one yet?
Yeah, I haven't bought one. I haven't found one, but I've tried it.
That's an awesome find. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's sick. We've got Jepson's Bourbon, $24.99. You beat me to it, brother. No,
I
just
did.
kidding. And then Old Forester. Where'd you find that? That was in the case over here?
Yeah, come look over here.
What else they got? Old Granddad. They've got it for $199.99. That's a great price on that. Angel's Envy. That is the cast strength. We just saw the other one over there, 2024. A lot of the barrel foundations. Knob Creek 18 year, $199. What do they have down here? Family Estate, more Hard Truth. And Castle and Key. Hell yeah, dude.
Dude,
Good find, man.
I can't believe it.
That's awesome. Old Smoky, some Scotch. Kind of got a little bit of everything all over the place here. Knob Creek 12 year over there. Guess I skipped an aisle. We'll go over here. A125 barrel proof. Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit, $59.99. Angel's Envy again. A125 Larceny. $69.99. Everything seems to be at MSRP here, which is great. That's $250.
Yeah, I've never been here, and
oh, damn, that's a great price on the Knob Creek 12 at $59.99.
Damn.
Might have to grab up back up of that. What's over here? Evan Williams.
Super solid bottle right there.
Yeah, it is. Okay, here's wild. It's $29.99 for the Evan Williams single barrel vintage. In Kentucky, where it was Kentucky only for the last 3 years, $42.99. So,
and they just sit here.
And they just sit here.
That's cool. Dude, I found the bottle for you.
Subtle Smoke.
Yeah.
So there's a funny joke behind that one. We have a Facebook group in Northern Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
We just kind of trade that around, and whoever ends up getting it in like a blind deal has to sign an autograph on it.
Hell
so
yeah.
we've got like 2 bottles floating around our area with our names signatured on it. I did a review on this here a few weeks ago. This is from RD1. This is their sister cities. You can check that short on the top right of your screen. And that's another thing. Been putting out a lot more of these short reviews. If you haven't checked out the full videos on the channel there, just click that link on the top right and you can see what else I've been reviewing here as of late. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out as well. Here's more of your Colts Moondrop, Circle City Butler pick, and then Bibb and Tucker.
Some Jepson's. Bourbon.
That's actually really good.
Is it really?
Yeah. Some people think it tastes like
Malort?
They see it and they would think, oh, it's going to be like Malort. I think it's just MGP.
Okay.
They had Dickel for a bit, but blended and bottled by CH Distillery. Some of them were Dickel, some of them were MGP. It's for $24.99. It's actually a really solid pour.
Okay.
I've had a couple of the store picks of them too. Whiskey Acres, Tumbling Dice. Okay, here's the First West Toasted Oak. So this is coming from 15 Stars. If you've heard of 15 Stars, they're usually a higher priced non-distilling producer, but this is some of their own distilled whiskey. So finally putting out some of their own juice. It's blended, I believe, with some Bardstown Bourbon Company. I've never heard of this. Jailers Premium Tennessee Whiskey.
I've never heard of that.
86 proof. That is as...
It looks like it's been aged for a year.
looks like somebody peed in the bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's aged for 8 years. This is the Breakout Premium Rye Whiskey. 8 years old.
Aged in Canada?
Probably. It's 86 proof though. So, Medley Brothers, really good. Budget pour right there. Wheat Penny. Have you ever had anything from Wheat Penny?
I never even heard of it.
$49.99. Some pretty good hidden gems here.
Yeah.
All right, let's get down to the bourbon aisle. We haven't even made it there yet. So you got the Peerless lineup, toasted or double oak rye, $124.99. Toasted bourbon, $99.99. Peerless double oak, that's a great price at $94.99. Journeyman Fuel Rye, this is finished in fig. I tried this at the distillery a little bit ago. This was made for the Field Museum in Chicago. It's a blend of their whiskey finished with some figs.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Traveler's
interesting.
Point. This is local. It's in Kirkland, Indiana.
Kirkland, Indiana, like
Yeah.
Kirkland and Costco?
Yeah, no. I think it's K-I-R.
Did they distill it themselves? Or?
Yeah, I think it's their own juice.
Traveler's Point, Kirkland. Okay. Any good? You tried it before?
A lot of my buddies really like it. Some stores are starting to pick them up, so they must be getting.
I do like supporting local, so.
Couldn't tell you which one's the best
Barrel
one.
proof 112. There's a weeded at 97. Might have to loop back on that. Hard Truth, of course, local as well to Indiana. You got Moondrops, which we just chatted with at the last stop. Again, Whistle Pig. Borchetta Bourbon. This is coming from the same Big Machine record label.
Yep.
Your girl Taylor Swift
Yeah.
used to be on.
Yeah.
I believe she sued him. So maybe probably shouldn't talk about that. Whiskey's pot stilled. Not the greatest, but not the worst thing I've drank. More Jefferson's. Pretty good lineup of Jefferson's. Not normally a huge Jefferson's person, but that cask strength. I tried it at the bar in Louisville the other day. I was a fan, so I grabbed one the other day. But Bullet lineup, Widow Jane, Chattanooga Bottle and Bond again. This is spring 2019 again, so this might be the same batch, 23E03R2. And then you got some brandy over here as well. Tin Cup, Elijah Craig. Not the biggest selection over here, but really good hidden gems all over the place. Oh, more barrel proof A125. After seeing that Russell's 15, I'm like trying to keep my eyes peeled.
Yeah.
And a Scotch case. Well, you got the Blood Oath Tequila Añejo finish. So that's Blood Oath 11, right at MSRP, $129.99, and just below it, Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye, $64.99. This is a great bottle. So this is from January, Barrel House 1-06. So not the Coy Hill barrel houses, but I've heard some great stuff from the non-Coy Hill stuff. So yeah, it's a great spot. Some old decanters over here. You got some of the like racing decanters. You got the Indianapolis 500. Over here, you got some early times, $27.99. OESO, Four Roses, $49.99.
And then I've got you at $267.49.
$267.49. Great buy. You guys got any more back there?
That's a great question that I don't have an answer to.
Well, how about that? Mr. Michael Trader, how excited are you, sir?
More than you can imagine.
A Russell's 15 at MSRP. You better like put that in your car seat.
Dude, it's gonna be strapped in. This is precious cargo.
I'd say that was a successful stop here in Carmel at Classic Spirits Liquor. They were mentioning that they throw some random stuff out in their case or just on the shelf throughout the rest of the week. So come by and check them out. That's a really great spot. I'd say that's already a successful day. We're not going to include that in my bottle count, but damn, I'm proud of you, buddy.
Man,
that's awesome.
That's crazy.
On to the next spot. Now we are in Northwest Indiana, in DeMotte, Indiana, in DeMotte Liquors, a small little town just to the south of Valparaiso and south of Merrillville. Let's pop in and see if they've got anything cool or anything local. All right, here we go. Bourbon right up front. Love to see it. Hello. Buffalo Trace and Traveler right up front, along with some Indiana stuff. Hard Truth, $88.99 for the Sweet Mash Rye. Very good. We've seen Fenwick's a bit today here on our travels. This is a single barrel, 118 proof at 70 bucks. 5-year-old cask strength rye, single barrel rye, $54.99. And saw this one earlier as well, Region 5. Looks like out of Northwest Indiana. This is produced by Fenwick's Distillery, so same spot. Oh, Bourbon aisle's over here. Not the biggest aisle, but here we go again. More Whistle Pig, Jefferson's Reserve, the Ocean, Wild Turkey, Kentucky Spirit Single Barrel, Jack, Turkey. A lot of Knob 12 here in the state of Indiana, all at SRP or below, which is good to see. What's down here? Jim Beam, all the flavors. Not a lot going on here. Nelson's Greenbrier, Tennessee Whiskey, Elijah Craig, the regular stuff, Mayor Pingree. It's based out of Michigan, but I believe this is MGP whiskey. Produced and bottled by. I know that they are distilling their own stuff. And then Old Tub, $31.99. Not the biggest fan, but you don't really see the 750s on the shelf anymore. Wild Turkey 101, $24.99. What else have they got? And then their case over here. We've got the Hemingway. Never seen that 1816 Indiana Rye Vanilla. Very Old St. Nick. They got more Very Old St. Nick. St. Cloud. Play like a champion. We are in Northwest Indiana, so Notre Dame territory. Milam and Green. Copper and Kings. Jefferson's. McKenna. And then the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond. Well, very small selection, small town in Indiana, but every once in a while you can run into some luck at these kind of stores, just not today. On to the next one. Just made it to our next stop. We're a little further north. We're in Merrillville, Indiana, and this is Wise Guys Liquor Superstore, a big store. I've been here in the past on a trip back home to Chicago before I really was doing the whole YouTube channel. Enjoyed the store, so let's see what they've got today. I know they usually have a lot of single barrels, so should be hopefully a pretty good stop. Alrighty, here we go. Hoosiers, Indiana. Looks like we got some barrel picks over here. Angel's Envy. This is Sherry Oloroso finish. Looks like a different Angel's Envy single barrel. Port wine barrels, 95.99. There's more of that Crown chocolate. This is actually really good if you like some apple cider that tastes like cherry from Journeyman. I know that they keep some of their allocated stuff here in the back. We've got the Knob Creek 12 year. Been seeing this all over Indiana, $64.99. And here we go. Looks like they're allocated stuff. Some Eagle Rare 10 year. I don't see a price tag on that. Or Blanton. How much are the Eagle and the Blantons?
He's actually making tags right now.
Oh, cool. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. This is the new batch, B525. Haven't seen this down in Cincinnati yet. $79.99. Heaven Hill Grain to Glass. This is the regular bourbon at $107.99. And the B525 Larceny batch. You got Jim Beam.
We have these. I mean, we don't really do those crazy markups like some of the, the other stores do.
Yeah.
We're at a standard markup. I think this is like, one is like 45, and this is about 80.
Right about the MSRP.
Yeah, it's all, we don't mark our stuff.
Nice. Four Roses OESK. This is the OBSV. I think the OESO is probably my favorite of those three. Bib and Tucker Double Char. There's the A batch of the Larceny, the Mizunara. This is very good. We did a review on the channel a few weeks ago. You can check that out on the top right of your screen. And then you've got some of those releases from Redwood Empire, Van Dusen, Devil's Tower. Up here, you got Knob Creek 18 year, $199.99. St. Cloud Bourbon, not a huge fan of them, as you may have seen in one of my recent shorts. A lot of the 2XO, right around 105 to 195. Then the very old St. Nick, and then some Garrison Brothers. Ooh. Journeyman, the Last Feather Rye. I really enjoy the Corsets, Whips, and Whiskey from them. That is their cask strength wheated whiskey, which is very, very good. Then they've got the Feather and Bone. So there you go. $66.99 on the Feather Rye. The Feather Bone is actually named for the campus of their. Oh, they just put this out. How much is the Russells?
$164.99. That's 13 year.
$164.99. And this is up for grabs?
Huh?
This is up for grabs?
Yes.
That's coming home today. I think we're gonna grab an Eagle Rare 10. Are you the manager here?
I'm the general manager of the whole company.
Oh, the whole company. Awesome. Well, already a successful stop. We've got the Bernheim. This is the 8th 225. So we're with Rick. You're the general manager here?
I'm the general manager of Wise Guys Liquors.
You were talking about a couple of barrel picks. Do you do those yourselves, or?
Yes, I went actually down to Kentucky, and I picked out both barrels.
Okay.
One of them is Angel's Envy Oloroso Sherry Cask. Everybody loves it that tastes it, okay? And then the other one is an Angel's Envy single barrel pick. I picked both barrels out. They both are great, but I would recommend the Oloroso because that one is really good.
So how many barrel picks do you guys normally do in a year, do you think?
We do several. Yeah, I have a lot coming. So we have a big bourbon event in December like we do every year.
Okay.
I have several barrel picks coming that I have a Blanton's barrel pick coming for that event. I have a Caribou Crossing coming for that event. I have an Old Forester single barrel pick coming for that event.
Barrel proof, or is it the 100?
The barrel, yeah.
Cool.
So I have several nice barrels coming later in the year. So,
when do you normally host that? Around Christmas time then?
We always have it the first Saturday in December. And it's that way every year, and it's very well attended. This store is jam-packed full of people.
Oh, I bet.
You can't like squeeze in another person. It's ridiculous.
So how do you handle allocations? I see some of it on here. Do you hold them back for most of those events like in December, or is it just kind of a...
Well, when we get our allocations in, you get them like once a month from Sazerac, but we get other stuff and throughout the year, and we put them out on the tasting station.
Okay.
But in like August, September, we start saving stuff for our big open house. But everybody's got to remember that everybody focuses on Blanton's and Eagle Rare, and there's so many other stuff out there that's just as good or better, and people, they just can't realize that. They, oh, I got to have a Blanton's, but there's other stuff that is like so much better.
Yeah, what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite? I know it's kind of like trying to pick a kid out, right? But
my forte is tequila. Okay. So I love tequila, but there's a lot of good bourbons out there. But Eagle Rare for the price is good.
Yeah. $49.99 and then $89.99.
That's a good bourbon for the price.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Nice. Well, Rick, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you having me today.
You're welcome.
Port barrels. We had it aged in sherry barrels, so that's port and sherry barrels.
Cool. So it's a secondary finishing then.
Yeah. So then what you did, it's barrel proof, so it's 116. It does not taste like that though. This stuff is fantastic.
Thank you. Definitely get the wine finish for sure on the nose.
And the nice thing, it grows. So like the flavor just keeps kind of rolling on the palate.
Yeah, there's a nice, there's deep dark fruits to that one.
Yeah.
You can definitely get the sherry off of it. You said 116? You're right, that's really good. I don't normally love Angel's Envy, but that's...
Yeah, Angel's Envy is normally aged in port barrels.
Yeah.
But this is an Oloroso sherry barrel.
That's really good. Well done. Well
There's
done.
only a few barrels in the state. That was it.
Having tried it, I will say I'll probably grab one of those Angel's Envy as well. Green River 250th anniversary. We picked up one of those in Wisconsin a few weeks ago, which you can see on the top right of your screen if you want to watch that video. But $55.99. Green River putting out some great stuff. Got some Buffalo Trace and Traveler over here. Gotta love that water tower, just like you at the distillery. Tell me that supply's going up. You have a bunch of Buffalo Trace. You've got the benchmarks, and then you got Heaven Hills, grain to glass. You've got the rye, and again the bourbon, Larceny, and that is a 6-year-old single barrel pick from 2024 picked here, and then the barrel proof B524 right before the label change last year, and then they've got a Elijah Craig single barrel. He was saying that they've got a lot of single barrels, so you gotta love when a store's got all these single barrels because it tells you that they're. Oh, barrel picks behind me too. Oh, here we go. All the prices. Stranahan's. That's a great price on Stranahan's. Looks like there's one bottle left. So guys, come and get it. Yellowstone. I think that those slap, and those are kind of underrated at $59.99. That is a 102 proof, barreled in 2018. So you're looking about 6, almost 7 years, most likely. Bullet. And then you got a barrel. It's got the orange on it. That means that that's usually finished in something, right? Oh, just straight bourbons. There's 114.94, and then Luca Mariano. Those are very underrated as well, but I think they just filed for bankruptcy.
Those were good though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Based out of Danville. 120.06. They should be at the Kentucky Bourbon Fest next week, right?
Yeah, I heard they filed for.
Yeah, chapter 11, I think.
Chapter 11 or something. Yeah.
Kind of sad. Question for you. I notice everywhere I go in Indiana, there's Whistle Pig everywhere. You guys a big Whistle Pig state?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys move Whistle Pig.
Yeah, based out of Vermont, but you don't see a whole lot of it in northern Kentucky or even in Ohio. No. But I've noticed every time I've gone through Indiana stores, there's usually like 6 or 7, if not 10 SKUs.
Oh yeah. And then our aisle's like huge.
Yeah. All the way down, and then you got.
And then we have Rise all the way down on the other side.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. And then we have like Hard Truth.
Big Indiana distillery. Very good.
Distillery. So we have a nice thing in there.
Yeah, their rye is one of my favorite. The sweet mash rye. But they've got a great lineup as it is. This is a very good one as well, $75.99. Then that's That's their source stuff back when
Yeah.
they were getting it from Wilderness Trail. And very good, underrated bourbons, especially that 90 proof sweet mash bourbon at $45.99. Notice this over here, they've got a Sazerac pick at $35.99, and then gotta love that Cedar Ridge. If you didn't know, Cedar Ridge actually outsells Jim Beam and Maker's Mark in the state of Iowa every year. So if you haven't tried it, definitely one to grab, especially if you're here, $32.99. Let's get to the bourbon aisle. So you've got the regular Wild Turkey, you got the Russells, and then the Beam product, Beam USA, then the Jim Beam Black 7-year-old, Jack Daniel's Rattlesnap. Seeing a lot more of that. I don't know if I've ever seen the Clover single barrel. Elvis, of course, the Midnight Snack, and then Four Roses. Down on the bottom. This kind of reminds me of a Binny's Beverage Depot if you've ever been to Chicago. Kind of a similar shelf style in the way they've kind of had it laid out. So again, Evan Williams single barrel at $32.99. We're in Northern Kentucky. That's right around the mid-40s. Barrel proof A125. We've got the Woodford Double Oak. Ben Holiday, very good price at $58.99. Then the Baker's 7 at $75.99. I will say Indiana, again, with some really great pricing. So if you're ever passing through in between Cincinnati and Chicago, or Indy and Chicago, here in Northwest Indiana, more of those Jeffersons, and then the 15 Stars. Good to see that they've got the brand new stuff from 15 Stars out. The small batch, the Toasted Oak, and then the extra aged. You go 102 proof, 98 proof, and 100 proof. And then the whole, pretty much the whole barrel lineup. Penelope down low, you've got the 4-grain, you've got the wheated, the Architect, and then the Rosé. Peerless small batch, Augusta Old Route 8. Love to see Augusta represented here. And then again, Benchmark, pretty much the full lineup. Full proof, top floor, bonded, single barrel, small batch. Gentleman's Cut, I'm gonna pass. And then Frey Ranch. Bardstown Bourbon Company, which is your favorite of their finishing? I probably would say that one of the distillery only ones, Scout and Scholar, was my favorite, but usually those are really, really good. And then more Garrison Brothers. I've been noticing a lot of Garrison Brothers here in Indiana. Milam and Green. There's more of that Stranahan's. It looks like that's the single barrel, so there's a couple more on the shelf. And then they've got the Big House whiskey down here. More Cedar Ridge. What is James Oliver? Bootlegger's Special Bourbon Barreled American Whiskey, produced and bottled by Indio Spirits, Portland, Oregon. James Oliver American Whiskey. The story goes that 14 years old, James Oliver was hunting pheasant one fall day and happened upon a contraption in the middle of a large cornfield. So it's always a story. Well, there's digits. If you're a fan of the Bulls in the 90s, that's Scottie Pippen's bourbon. The French Connections. Rare Saint, just heard about these guys. This is an Indiana-only distillery. They only, this bottle is beautiful. They only are available in Indiana. This is a high wheat mash, $80.99. Supposedly, from what I heard, this is better than Weller Antique 107. Take that for what it's worth, but they've got a limited release. It's aged 5 years for their bourbon, and then they've got a rye. Widow Jane, Baby Jane, Brothers Bond, then you get to Three Floyds, and then more of the Journeyman over here. Journeyman, don't sleep on Journeyman. More of the Starlight. This is a new one. Private Label Blend Bar, single barrel. Distilled in Lawrenceburg, MGP. Bottled by Backbone. Okay, so there you go. Coming from the folks over at Backbone. So it looks like this is kind of that Backbone corner. Almost, this is that local whiskey. There you go. So Southwest Michigan, Northwest Indiana, and Indiana. On the other side of the aisle, you've got the Ryes. Rittenhouse Rye, hard to beat that, especially if you're making Manhattans. OKI Bottle and Bond. Elijah Craig Toasted Rye. Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof, $73.99. Solomon Scott from the Spirits of French Lick. If you're looking for a really good selection, there's more of that Whistle Pig that we were just talking about. The 10, 12, 15, and then the Road Stock Rye and the Farm Stock Rye. Bower Hill, Chattanooga Rye, Devil's River, wasn't a fan. Savage and Cook. It's actually very underrated, unlike the digits. So, oh, and there's your Crown and your Jack Daniels Blackberry. There's one, there's two. Always got to grab an Eagle Rare at that price. December 6th. Saturday the 6th? I do. I love when people card me. It tells me that I look young.
Thank you.
Thank you.
$3.91.
$391.59. Well, I'd say that was a pretty good bourbon hunt. We kept it under $500 today. This store alone, $391, but you had that bottle from earlier, which was right about that $60 mark, and we're looking at about $450 today. 4 bottles out the door. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're going to be giving away a couple of these bottles here on the Whiskey Weather YouTube channel. I have to give a big thank you to all of my Patreon members, which you see right there scrolling on the right side of the screen. They get first access to all of my barrel picks as well as some of my content, and they get some more behind the scenes and some other perks as well. So if you want to join the Storm Chaser community, check out the link in the description below, whether that's Patreon or my YouTube membership program. All in all today, 4 bottles, just about $450. And about 300 miles. We're on our way to Chicago. Going to do some more bourbon hunting. As I mentioned, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure to follow along in that Discord, because we might be just doing a Discord only bottle giveaway. So check that out in the description below as well. If you enjoyed this bourbon hunt, you're going to love some of my other bourbon hunts, which you can check up there in the top right of your screen as I end them always the same way. Remember, please remember to drink responsibly. It is always Whiskey Weather. We'll see you in that next bourbon hunt. Cheers, y'all.